Cooking fermented millets begins with choosing one of the 5 small millets. Sift through it to make sure that it doesn't have any tiny stones or bugs. If you're using 1 whole cup of small millets, go through small portions at a time. The next step, which is roasting, is optional, but if you like a nutty taste in your millets, then go for it. Roast the millets for 4 to 5 minutes till you get a little aroma. When the roasting is complete, you can move the millets to a plate to cool down. Now we are going to wash the millets. Save the water that you use for washing the millets and put it in your plants, and I promise you they're going to flourish. Washing the millets twice like this is sufficient. Next, we are going to add some water to the millets and coarse grind it. This next step makes ambali more a beverage than a food. So even though ambali can be made from small millet flour and the whole grain, if you really want to enjoy it as a drink, coarse grinding is a great idea. Use the pulse mode of your food processor and give the millet mix a couple of pulses. You can use up to 2 cups water in the grinding process. Use some additional water to pour out your entire ground millet mix from your jar. Now it's time to leave the millet to soak for 8 to 10 hours. Tring! After 10 hours, it's time to cook. In addition to the grinding, this is the step that is going to make the ambali drinkable. Instead of taking 1:10 ratio water as suggested earlier, this time, from now onwards, in fact, use 1:15. So if you have 1 cup millet, measure out 13 more cups of water since you've used 2 cups for soaking, and put it in the pot you're going to cook. Keep the flame low to medium. Remember to keep stirring, especially in the beginning, so the millet does not stick to the bottom of the cooking pot. After stirring a little more frequently in the initial 5 to 10 minutes, you can actually go about doing whatever else you are in the kitchen or in your house. And before you know it, in about 25 to 30 minutes, the millets will be cooked. The bubbles or thin layer that forms on the top, you can choose to take it out if you wish, or you can leave it. Unlike in beans and pulses, the phytic acid found in millets is really minimal and will not cause any distress. Now the millets are ready. At this point, we can turn off the flame and let the millets cool down a little bit. After it is cool, we can cover with a cotton cloth and tie a string, or put a lid on which has a hole and allows the bacteria to pass. Now let nature's magic take place. Fermented millets are ready in the time it takes to make curd in your area. If it's a temperate region, this is about 10 hours. Ta-da! Drinkable fermented millets is now ready. As you can see, though drinkable, you might find this still a little thick. So you can make it thinner like another batch that I made here. Use a little more water or stop the cooking as soon as it is ready. Now it's time to pour out the ambali and drink. You can choose to have the ambali sweet or salty. Add roasted cumin seed powder, salt, freshly ground black pepper, palm jaggery or maple syrup. Take it any way that you enjoy it, but remember to drink it just by itself and not to mix with any other food. Then experience the magic of fermented millets.